Hello everyone, welcome to KTuber channel. Today we'll continue with the book How to Be a Gentleman by John Bridges. We'll talk about when it's appropriate for a gentleman to use a cell phone and when it's not the right time. So we'll start with when it is appropriate for a gentleman to use his phone. And with that, a gentleman knows that it is appropriate for him to use a cell phone, number one, if he is alone. If a gentleman finds himself alone, then he can receive his calls and make calls. Number two, if he is certain that his conversation will not disturb or annoy others. If a gentleman finds himself with a group of people that he knows that this conversation I'm about to have with this person on my phone will not annoy or disturb the others around me, then he can go ahead to make that call or receive that call. Number three, if he is a doctor receiving a call from his answering service or from his office, then he can receive his calls, because being a doctor, it's about saving lives. And let's say you don't have to miss any call, because you don't know how important that call may be, so you must be ready to always answer your calls if you're a doctor. And number four, if he's a father expecting a report from his children or from their babysitter. Maybe you've left your children in the hands of a nanny, and you are receiving a call. You've seen that your phone is ringing, and when you checked it, it's a call from your nanny or your babysitter. Yeah, you have to answer it, because there might be an emergency with the children. Number five, if it's at a rigorous event such as a football game where his shouting will only add to the general uproar. Yeah, you're at a football and you know that your conversation, your shouting will just add to the uproar, then you just go ahead and then you receive your call or shout, have that conversation. Number six, if it is truly necessary for him to bring another person into the conversation at a business meeting at that very moment, then he can go ahead to make that call or use his cell phone. Yeah. Number seven, if he truly believes there is a chance that an emergency is in the offing, if you truly believe that there is an emergency coming up, this is an emergency call, then you can go ahead to use your cell phone. No matter where you may find yourself, whether you are with people or you are not with people, you are at a meeting, or you just excuse yourself and use your cell phone. So that is it. On the other hand, a gentleman does not use his cell phone when he is driving. If you are behind the wheel of a vehicle of any type, you don't use your phone. You put your phone aside so that your concentration can be on the road and anything or everything around you. You don't need to be distracted when you are driving. It may lead to accidents or accidents of any type. Number two, you don't use your cell phone in the midst of a church service or during a theater performance, a movie, or at a concert. Church service is going on. You found yourself seated at the front and you're making calls. Some people too, when they're making calls, they don't know how to make silent calls. You just speak the way they speak normally. So you don't need to use your cell phone when you find yourself in a church service, a theater performance, a movie, or at a concert. Number three, a gentleman does not use a cell phone when at a table in a restaurant of any type, be it fast food or first class. If you find yourself in a restaurant of any type, you don't have to use your phone, especially when you are there with someone. To make sure the conversation you want to have is between you two, like it goes on with you and the person, not with someone on the phone. You put your phone aside, then you have the conversation with the person. If you know you can't have a conversation with that person, you don't have to take the person to that place. It's because you want to get to, especially when you've seen the person for the first time and you've gone on a date with the person, you make sure the conversation is between you two. Number four, a gentleman does not use a cell phone in the waiting room or in the examination room or at a doctor's office. If you find yourself in a doctor's office at an examination hall or a waiting room, you make sure your phone is even on silent and put somewhere. You don't answer your phone, you don't make calls, you just be the waiting room. If you go to see the doctor too, you make sure you go there to see the doctor. You can't be with a doctor, you can't sit in front of the doctor and be on your phone, pressing your phone, bing. No. The other one, a gentleman does not use a cell phone when standing in line at a grocery store, the post office, a deli, or any other place where customers may find themselves trapped as unwilling witnesses to his conversation. You find yourself in a grocery store and you want to make your business call there. You want to solve that family dispute there. No, it's not done. It's not cool. So you don't have to do that. 6. A gentleman does not use a cell phone when in an elevator unless he is alone or in the company of only friends or co-workers. You don't use your phone when you are there with strangers in an elevator. You don't use your phone. You should keep your cool. The elevator, maybe you are going to the last floor, you are going to the ground floor, you just make sure that whatever conversation you want to have with someone on the phone is when you are out, then you make that call or you receive that call. And number 7, a gentleman does not use a cell phone when in the workout room at his gym. You are in a gym, you can find so many people at the gym, so you go there to work out, so make sure you are there for that purpose. You're just working out, not being on the phone making calls. There are some calls that you can answer. You answer it and the conversation can be so sweet, can be going so well that you may not even know what you are even doing, that you may not even know that where you are standing is not the right place, and you might get hit by a gym equipment. A gentleman does not use a cell phone on the, in quotes, quiet car of a train. And the last for today is a gentleman does not use a cell phone when in any place where signage or a public announcement notifies him that the use of cell phones are not permitted. Yeah, especially at the gas stations. You see, there is a sign with a cross, an X, a red X on the sign of a mobile phone. So that means you are not permitted to use your cell phone when in that particular place. So this is what I have for you today. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you.